Hello everyone, welcome to Sango Insights. Now, as you have known us, this is a channel which we discuss more about the economy, finance, entrepreneurship, and budgeting. Now, today we want to discuss something which is important, and that is SAPs. Now, you're wondering, what are SAPs? SAPs simply is structural adjustment programs. Structural adjustment programs, these are things which have been introduced by the Bretton Woods, that is the IMF and World Bank. They are being introduced to those developing economies, countries like African countries, Latin Americas. Why are they being introduced? They are being introduced because these particular countries, they are facing whatever we have written here. They are facing huge foreign debts, high inflation, weak currencies, budget deficits, and vis-a-vis. These particular structural adjustment programs, they have been introduced in the 80s and in the 90s. The first reason why they have been introduced is that if the country has huge foreign debts, if you have huge foreign debts, for example, our country, Kenya, our debt is ballooning. We are at 12 trillion and we are continuing. Now, Bretton Woods will impose upon us to have these structural adjustment programs. It is fiscal discipline, which has euphemism of austerity. So, since our foreign debts are huge, then we need to have these structural programs so that we can be able to control our economy. Number two is, if a country has experienced high inflation, for us, Kenya, our inflation is good. It is controllable. The last time I checked, it was 5.1, 4.9%, which in terms of the Bretton Woods, it is very much okay. They have given us a roughly figure of 5% to 7%. We are falling in between, which it's not bad. Number three is, had weak currencies. Countries which have weak currencies, countries which their currency to dollar is huge amount of money. For us, we are somewhere. Our cash to dollar, we are trading at 129. But other countries which has dead, currencies, they need to have these structural adjustment programs, which are being imposed by the World Bank and the IMF. It's becoming a servitude. At some point, it's becoming a servitude. You have no option but to partake this particular route. Number five is, when a country is faced by budget deficit. What do we mean by budget deficit? Budget deficit is whatever revenue you have collected, or whatever revenue you have collected and your expenses, the huge difference. The difference is coming whereby your expenses, our government spendings as a country is huge, more than we can collect. Like what is happening to us here in our country, Kenya. Last time, on the financial budget, the last financial budget, our deficit was close to 900 billion. 900 billion is roughly 1 trillion. And that is a lot of money. So for us, the Bretton Woods will tell our country to come with these structural adjustment programs so that this particular deficit is being reduced to maybe a quarter. That is maybe 300 billion or let's say 400 billion. But this type of deficit, it is very huge, which forcing Bretton Woods to tell us that no, you guys are not going in the right direction. If you want us to support you, if you want us maybe to finance you on your budget, you need to come up with economic programs to maintain the government spendings, to have fiscal discipline, or to impose austerity measures, to emphasize whatever is essential and to do away with non-essentials. Now, if we go with that particular program, whatever they want, it means some of vital programs in our country, like health, will be affected because of us not having a financial discipline, or because of us as a country using the money maybe on something which is unnecessary. Last but not the least, had inefficiency government control industries. There are those industries which are defunct, they are not functioning, but the government is continuing to pump money in there. So the Bretton Woods will enforce the government to, forsake those particular industries which are not beneficial to that particular countries. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss the main policies of the structural adjustment programs. But now I believe you have somehow clue what the structural adjustment programs is, and that is a policy imposed to us by the IMF and World Bank so that we can control our economy, so that the next time we want to budget for our country, we know how to spend the few resources we have. Now, if you find value out of this video, kindly hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and leave us a comment on your understanding about the structural adjustment programs. Thank you so much.